Okay, this is it for all the beans, or whatever French is for beans. Légumes, I guess. Pour tous les légumes. Aha! Hey everybody, and welcome back to Take Your Time Gaming. I'm your Captain Wesley, playing Titanic Adventure Out of Time. This is episode 9. In the last episode, we actually had a lot of revelations at the same time. We learned that Zeitel is looking for a notebook. We found a cufflink for a careless passenger who happens to be the guy who owns Macy's. We grabbed the keys to the car, which is supposedly in the cargo hold, which is a Renault. And I think probably contains maybe this notebook, or maybe the painting, or maybe something else that's valuable. We learned in a meeting between Zeitel and Sasha Barbican that we eavesdropped on that they are exchanging things with each other. Sasha has smuggled this painting onto the ship to give to Zeitel, and in return, Zeitel has provided the Rubaiyat to Sasha via Vlad, who's a stowaway on board. And they're all sympathetic to the Serbian cause. Zeitel, obviously, Austria, Germany, and we're representing Britain. So there's a kind of a tangle of stuff going on, a tangle of intrigue, and everybody kind of seems to have their own motivations with other passengers on board, like Seidelman, who we don't really understand what they're there for yet, or if they have any nefarious intent. So, we now have the keys to the Renault. We're going to go down to the cargo hold and investigate, so grab a tasty beverage and let's get started. We have just left the purser's office. After stealing these keys off the wall, we retrieved Strauss's cufflink from the F deck chair. So let us go to the forecastle deck. Let's see. I'd like to get out to the main deck, boat deck. I need to get down there, and I forget how. I go around the back, down to the forecastle deck. I may not be able to go through this way. I may have to go through the engine room and then through Scotland Road. We'll see if I'm permitted. I don't believe so.
Nobody's allowed to... You've got the keys. You're a carter. Of course you can enter. Right this way. Come to visit your new automobile, have you? Can't say I blame you. She's a beauty. Gleaming like
Why,
a
yes.
pen. Right this way. Mind your
I
head,
am
it's dark
Mr.
in
Carter.
there. You'll
You
find your
must
way
let
from
me
here.
in. You can tell by the jangle of my keys that I'm Mr. Carter. I don't even know if Mr. Carter's from Britain. He might be American for all I know. Well, where is this vehicle? Oh, I've got keys to come in here and visit all of this cargo. Okay, well, let's, since I can obviously get into these cages, I'm going to start at the front, work my way back. Can't get in that door. Nor that door. So I'm going on the right side. This may be where I just was, yes, I think it is. Many beautiful crates full of all kinds of industrious goods. Industrial goods, rather. On the left side, more crates. What is this? Nothing. Nothing I can interact with. The Lazar brothers shipping things. Aha! I see this beautiful Renault, which is probably worth a lot of money these days. Turn on the headlights. An external switch for the headlights, that's an interesting choice. I didn't know if that's standard on Renault or not. I'll just leave them on and run the battery down. Ah, a painting with the painting removed. So it's somebody's already been here, cut the painting out of the frame. So maybe we're too late. Well, that's something to tell Miss Pringle anyway, that we came down here and there is a frame for a painting which has been removed. More crates. I think that's probably the only thing of importance down here is since they gave us the car keys. But worth being thorough, taking our time. Yeah, that's all there is. Okay. That leads to the boiler rooms.
Don't blame you for seeing after your automobile. Man's got to protect his investment. You're the second passenger tonight who wanted to get in here. A young German gentleman. He came in not long before you. Only he weren't looking at no motor car. He wanted to get a painting. Got it too. Carted it off somewhere. Blooming art lovers. Well, good night. It's a right honour to help one of the carters.
A German guy, not a Serbian guy, so it wasn't Barbican. It must have been Haderlitz, because he's the only young German guy that I know on board. And that painting's obviously gone. I'm glad I talked to you. Attention, no passengers beyond this point. Well, luckily, I am a very important key-holding Renault owner, and we all know that Renault owners are the cream of the social crop. Well, let's go back out to the forecastle. Let's talk to Penny.
Did you get the painting?
No, it wasn't in the crate.
Blast. Someone got there before you. If only you'd been faster. That snooty steward Smethels was looking for you. Find him and kick him smartly in the shins. Here's a message for you.
Why do you want me to kick poor Smethels in the shins? What's wrong with you, Penny? What has he done to you? I don't know if I actually could have gotten there faster or not. I mean, I went pretty much immediately from the point I got the car keys to go down there. But anyway, let's go back to the staircase. Talk to Smethels.
Still wondering? This ship holds a strange fascination for you. Most
Well, it's huge.
peculiar. I have a message from a young German gentleman by the name of Haderlitz. He would like to meet you in the squash court. They've opened it for him. Highly irregular, I must say, especially for fencing.
Oh, fencing. Did you say fencing?
Yes, apparently he does not favor racket sports.
So he's fencing on the squash court. He just happened to have a foil in his pocket, I guess. The German gentleman, is he alone?
Surely he is. The percentage of passengers demanding the courts late on a Sunday night is small. Minuscule, actually.
Well, thank you, Smethels. I know how to get there.
I shall inform the young German gentleman that you will meet him presently.
I'm gonna save. Every time we make a bit of progress, we seem to have problems. Although it seems much more stable now for some reason. F deck. Stairwell. No, this is not what I want. I went too far down. D deck is what I want. how do I get to the squash courts? I thought they were right here.
This way. Where to? At your service.
I need directions to the squash court, please.
Take my lift to D-deck. Leave me and turn right. You'll see the D-deck cabins ahead. Enter. At the corridor's end, make a left. The first door to your right takes you down to the squash court. Little late for a game, aren't it? Now where to? Very good then. Cheers.
Okay, he said his left, D-deck, go through D-deck cabins. Where are D-deck cabins? D-deck cabins are back this way. Yeah, here we go. D-deck cabins. I actually have not been in here yet, so I like this blue wallpaper. It's very nice. Still the same beautiful casing. I said casement in the last one, which is actually a type of window, but just the woodwork here is a lot of it. Two squash court. Seems to be a congregation down here. They're blocking my way. Two squash court. Okay, here we go. Down the stairs. Admire this beautiful fern sitting here on the on this end table. It's a full-time job watering all these ferns on board. What's in here? Nothing. No access there. Lovely wood paneling and access to the squash court.
Thank you for coming. I do not meet so many people on the Titanic. It is a pity. I like the English. I wish I knew more of them. Now you have the opportunity of fencing with me. 3-time champion of my university. You are also an excellent athlete, yes? Colonel Seitel believes it so.
I would say I'm a mediocre fencer because I'm pretty sure I just point and click repeatedly. And I'm really good at pointing and clicking repeatedly, so... Sure, I'm a mediocre fencer.
The Colonel is very seldom confused about anything. You will play. If you win, perhaps, I relate to you some stories.
Some stories. Well, you seem to be, and maybe it's just an act, but you seem to be optimistic. You care about the world. You want to learn about native cultures in America. Sure, let's fence. My foil, please.
En garde.
What do I do? How do I do this?
Allons-y. Touchez.
Allons-y. What am I supposed to do? I don't know.
Allons-y.
Aha, haha! I win that point. And start! Go, 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 go!
Touchez.
Nope. Touche. I forget that touche, everybody says touche as a kind of a riposte, but all of these words come from fencing. Touche meaning a touch of the sword against your opponent, and riposte meaning a counterattack against your opponent. So interesting how much people don't know about fencing, but it's still in the common vernacular.
Allez.
Aha! You are dead. Or more, as the French would say.
Allez.
Ha ha ha! So I just have to press the advantage. It seems like if I click on his sword, I just kind of beat his foil away, and then I can get a touch in the body here.
Allez.
Nope.
Allons.
Okay, this is it for all the beans, or whatever French is for beans. Légumes, I guess. Pour tous les légumes.
Allons.
Aha! Victory!
You are a great athlete. The Titanic, how quickly she is moving. The engines are loud here. We are nearing the Grand Banks. The Vikings thought this part of the North Atlantic cursed. Even modern sailors call it the Devil's Hole, a place of deadly surprises. Things aren't always what they seem, yes? Like me, for example, I am German, but I am also a friend to others. Perhaps even the English. Another match? Afterwards, we can tell more tales. Another match?
Another match? Do I really need to? I've already beaten you once. And maybe this is just for fun. I'll do one more match. Okay, I'll cut it out for you guys since you probably don't want to watch me click repeatedly.
En garde. Allez.
En garde!
Allons.
This is easy. It's like fencing le poisson on a barrel. Whatever French for barrel is, I don't know.
Allons.
Ah! I like his little arm twirling in the back as he progresses back to the center of the room.
Allez.
Ooh, this is going to be a flawless victory right here. I don't want to jinx it though. Start.
Allez.
Haha! J'ai gagné.
You fence well? Take this in friendship. May it
Ooh.
bring you luck. A thing I fear we shall all need. But if anything should happen to me, I trust you will know what to do.
Well, as much as I appreciate your token of friendship, I mean, I really have enjoyed myself down here on the squash deck at 10:40 p.m. I need to know more about Zeidel, that's first and foremost.
Why do you assume he is interested in paintings?
I said art, not paintings.
Yes, art. That is what I meant. And you are mistaken. Colonel Seidel cares little for art, unlike his friend Herr Barbicon. I notice he likes old Vienna, for he has many pictures of the city.
So I'd like to know more about you as well, friend.
You do? Remember, only one thing is certain, and the rest is lies. It is a quote from an old book I had the recent opportunity to read. But I tell you more. I am associate professor at the University of Vienna. I document the mythos, the legends of mankind. I'm on my way to New Mexico to study the Uni Indians under Dr. van der Plaars.
Interesting. He's on the way to New Mexico to study the Uni Indians. He's going to Diamondback, which is I didn't know about that link back to it. I never saw him in Diamondback, but I don't really remember the game that well. So he's going to study the native cultures. Interesting. Tell me more.
I am interested in what Dr. Freud calls the unconscious mind. What happens below the surface of experience. Tell me, what frightens you more, fire or ice?
On this particular voyage, probably ice.
The ancient Aryans believed man would see 4 ages. According to them, this is now the Wolf Age, an age that ends with ice. Perhaps we of science might learn from it. They say the ice is heavy in the Labrador Current this year. If the fire comes, my friends will favor the English over Germany. Another match?
Oh, okay. So he said if the fire comes, his friends will favor the English over the Germans. So he is not a sympathizer with the German cause, really. It seems like he wants to learn more. And he's talked about being friends with the English, possibly better, more so than, definitely more so than Zeidel. So he's at least trying to say in his own way that he's an ally of some kind. And he's provided us this friendship ring.
To speak?
I don't think I need anything more from him, so I might have to come back. But for now, I'll say no, I've got to go.
Let us meet later. I will tell you more. For now, keep the ring. I bid you good.
Okay. Some good progression. I want to go to talk to... Look at this beautiful fern. I'm glad they let me observe the fern. I could just sit here in the chair next to its radiant chlorophyll. D-deck cabins. Let's go back to Mr. Trask. Grand staircase.
I
Oh,
say, how are you getting
it's
on?
the Gorse Joneses.
Getting on? We use gangplanks, if I remember.
Quick as a cow, she is. Seen Guggenheim about,
Such a gentleman, extremely attentive to the...
especially his mistress. They say he stashed her on board somewhere.
Really, Henry? Not Mr. Guggenheim?
The Titanic's not a damned rectory, you know.
But Henry...
Quite the randy old goat from what I...
My goodness, I've forgotten
Good grief,
completely.
people.
I have a message for you. Mr. Trask in D2 said you were to meet him where honor and glory crown time. Where honor and glory crown time? What do you think he meant?
Where honor and glory crown time. You guys are a hoot. I really like you guys. Well, I'm glad I didn't step on your foot this time, but apparently Mr. Guggenheim of, I would assume, the Guggenheim Museum, a donor, I'm sure, the main donor, is about the ship with his mistress, but thank you for that information. Where honor and glory crown time. Good night.
Good night.
Where do honor and glory crown time? Someplace with a clock? Above which there is something? What a riddle. I'm gonna save again. Maybe he'll know where honor and glory crown time.
Where to? I'm the man to ask.
I don't remember there being a large clock anywhere on the deck. Well, I don't know.
Take my lift to D deck. Take the doors beneath the stairs. Go down one flight to E deck. You'll see the signs to Scotland Road. Where do you need to go?
I don't really need to go there, but that's the
Right.
only way to exit his dialogue menu. Honor and glory, crown time. Oh, I see. Interesting. That's the solution to the riddle. So time here being the clock in the middle. And I guess these two angels are honor and glory, perhaps? It's really cool that you can click on this carving, like, to see the reproduction. They've reproduced this carving very faithfully. Alright, Mr. Trask, what can I do for you?
You've arrived. I was expecting you. I was just holding court with these two ladies. Honor and glory. Crowning time.
Yes, you're very self-satisfied that you came up with the
They
riddle.
say 100 wood carvers worked on the Titanic. Such effort. Now in such danger.
You sense danger?
Yes, for the ship. And for a mutual acquaintance.
What's wrong?
I visited with a very nice woman in second class, a Mrs. Hart. Won't sleep a wink at night, she says, because something dreadful is about to happen. She believes to call this ship unsinkable flies in the face of God, and such arrogance will be punished. She should join the Bureau.
I need you to do a reading of something. Please read this ring.
I see your friend, Willie von Haderlitz. He is in very great danger.
Oh my goodness.
The ring. Yes, did you notice the Russian characters on the inside band? Willie has a hidden life. There's a girl, a pretty girl. Haderlitz knows her. Show her the ring. She'll help you. Good luck.
Haderlitz, pretty girl on board. Well, I guess that was him getting electrocuted in the Turkish bath. Did that actually happen, or is that a... we should probably go check. Let's go check. I'm kind of worried now for my friend. Turkish bath, Turkish bath. Maybe if we get there in time, we can help him. No, Willie! He's not here. He's not here. Okay, so he's not dead? I thought he was dead. Okay. That was just to freak me out, I guess. He's my only real friend on board. Penny's mean to me. Georgia's just kind of Georgia. And, Willie was my bud. Well, I don't see him down here, so maybe that was just a scary vision that may or may not be true. A beautiful woman. Who's the beautiful woman he's referring to? Let's talk to Penny first, make sure that he's not a... He may be an agent, actually. If he's a friend of the English, he may be an agent.
What did our young Mr. Haderlitz want?
Haderlitz said he is in danger.
I'll see if I can dig something up on him.
I think Zeidel may suspect him.
Their partnership appears to be dissolving. Who else knows young Haderlitz? Talk to anyone who may have seen him.
Okay, he gave me his ring.
Haderlitz's ring. Maybe Trask can tell you more about it.
He did. I've got to continue my investigation.
Finally, you're on the right trail. Follow those leads.
Yeah. Enjoy your room service. So who would have seen Haderlitz? Let's go about on the boat deck, see if anybody's out. It is a little bit late, so there probably aren't many, but there may be. Anybody out here? Max, we need to go talk to... Maybe Max is in the smoking room and would have seen Willie. There's nobody out here. Let's try the boat deck. Anybody up here can tell me anything about my friend Willie? Can I talk to you, gentlemen? Nope. Well, I don't see anybody I can talk to. Back to the grand staircase. A-deck promenade. A-deck cabins. Let's check the hallways here. He's glitching through the screen, standing on the stairs there. That's funny. Well, let's go back downstairs. We've got to find someone who's talked to him. I can't talk to any of you. Well, let's go into the smoking room. See if anybody in here has seen him. None of these men want to talk to me. It's because I am not an important businessman.
Please leave me.
Now, Georgie Porgy. How about you, Mr. Riviera?
Try your luck.
No, thank you.
Bonne chance, mon ami. Good night.
Afterground staircase. So no, I don't need to go in there. It's still closed. Anybody on this side? Nope. Well, who knows Haderlitz?
You again. Needing another reading, are you? Yes, for the ship. And for a mutual acquaintance. I visited with a very nice woman in second class, a Mrs. Hart. Won't sleep a wink at night, she says, because something dreadful is about to happen. She believes to call this ship unsinkable flies in the face of God. And such arrogance will be punished. She should join the Bureau.
Maybe we can go talk to her in second
night.
class? Let's find the second class stairs. Actually, let's go visit the purser and see if we can get her name or her quarters.
Yes, can I help you? Perhaps. As purser, I'm in charge of the Titanic's passengers.
You said Mrs. Hart, I think?
Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number.
Mr. von Haderlitz, Limehouse, Strauss, Reverend Trout. No, she's not in the list, so I don't think I can go visit. But let's check out Haderlitz's quarters.
Mr. von Haderlitz is in B66.
B66. Thank you for your
I
help.
live to serve.
I'm sure you do. Good night.
Very good then. Good night.
Okay, let's go down to the B-deck cabins. We'll be on the right side, all the way at the end, I think. Almost to the end. No answer. Well, I'm a little bit worried. There's nobody out and about on the boat deck to talk to, or the promenade. They said something about Russian characters on the ring, but I don't know why that would be important. There's no one out tonight. Oh! Oh! Binoculars! I found them finally. They were not here up until this point. Because I've been all up and down this ship, and apparently they just magically manifested on the floor here. I'm going to pick them up. Go talk to Officer Morrow. I think the only place left for me to visit is the bridge. But maybe there's some intelligence to be gained from there. I need to go around. Excuse me, Deck Officer Morrow.
Good evening. Third Officer Morrow here. I am sorry, but this is the officers' promenade. No passengers allowed.
Well, perhaps you would like something I just happen to have in my possession. Would you like these binoculars?
Ah, my binoculars. Thank you. Borrowed them from Fleet earlier tonight. He's up in the crow's nest. Hope he has another pair with him. Guess I left them somewhere. Thanks again.
Yes, let's just casually laugh at the fact that the guy in the crow's nest doesn't have any binoculars. Can I visit the bridge now?
Well, I suppose it's all right. Just don't touch.
Right, don't touch. Good night, Officer Morrow.
Good night.
I'm gonna save here, just in case I get murdered on the bridge. Ooh, what do you know? Okay, so boiler rooms. I guess depending on the speed you need, you'd have to command the boiler rooms for maximum steam before you command maximum power from the engines. Oh, I want to go back in there.
You can't go to Trask and Officer Morrow for a tour. His mood's lifted since he found his binocs. Good night.
Yep, that's where I just came from. I guess I'll do another lap of the ship. So much running. It's a good thing I'm a spy. Whoa, I can just... Oops, I think I might be in trouble. This ship is really easy to steer. You just grab the wheel and have a ball. Uh-oh.
I think you've seen enough. Seaman, check course. Now I remember why passengers aren't allowed on the bridge.
I mean, let's be fair. I'm going to go ahead and load the save just so that never happened. Because I didn't realize I was just going to, like, move the ship off course. Okay. Nope, don't touch the wheel. That's bad. Okay, I need to be able to access that later maybe, so I don't want to mess with anything. Well, I need to find someone who knows something about Haderlitz. But I don't know who that might be. Anybody on this side by chance? No? I'm just wandering around a bit aimlessly. I still get thrown off every time I see him like floating in the air over there by the stairs. Not exactly bug-free. Anybody down here? Poking about? Just you. D-deck cabins. You still here, Willie? See if you're still hanging out in the... Nope, not in here. Well... we know Haderlitz came by to pick up the painting. We're also still looking for the notebook. And I don't know where that might be. It's probably in the bowels of the ship somewhere, just like everything was in the cargo hold. Ooh, let's talk to Max. Maybe he has extra things to say now.
You seen Haderlitz's gal, Claris Limehouse? She must have a cabin on D-deck, near reception. And could I receive her in a New York minute? Willie's girl's got some class to her. Mainline all the way.
If she has class, then she's not going to be talking to you. Because you are a bit rude. It's a bit late to be meeting someone.
Yeah, well, if you see her, tell her she's wasting her time spooning with that crazy Kraut kid. Me, Max, the styling Spruce Street Sharpie. I'd take care of her. like a princess, a regular princess. Tell her what.
I'm sure.
Good night.
Oh, where'd you say she was again?
What's this gal? The blonde? Claris Limehouse. Classy. You think I got a
Limehouse.
chance with her?
No, you don't, Max.
Somewhere's on D-deck. Willie came by here early. Good night.
D-deck. Let's go back to the purser and get her quarters. Limehouse. I remember seeing her on the manifest. Maybe she can help inform him.
Yes, can I help you?
Uh,
I can check valuables, store cargo, list passengers, etc.
Passenger list,
Have
please.
you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number.
I am looking for Miss Claris Limehouse.
Mrs. Limehouse and her daughter Claris are in cabin D19.
D19. So Mrs. Limehouse being Claris's mother, so she is on board traveling with her mother. Thank
I
you.
live to serve. Glad to be of good night.
They hadn't even invented Red Bull yet, so I don't know how you're still awake after all this hard day's work. Looking for D-deck cabins. Well, you're down here already, so D19. And D19 should be here.
Yes? You want something?
Do you recognize this ring?
It's Willie's ring. Willie, what's happened? Something bad, hasn't it? Something to Willie. He told me if I ever received this ring, I was to know that whoever gave it to me was a friend, and to tell them about the notebook, that they should find it.
A notebook? Okay, so he's given me this because he thinks he's going to be hurt. Now I've given this to his beloved so she can tell me that the worst has happened. Like, that's a signal that the worst has possibly happened. What kind of notebook?
Willie's hidden a notebook on board. That's all I know. Now, what about Willie? Is he hurt?
I don't know. He may be in danger.
Oh. He told me jokes. Bad ones, but he made me laugh. Not like Mama's friends. Mama, she doesn't like Germans, unless they've a title to their name. But I like Willie. A lot. May I have it? The ring?
He's a nice guy. Yeah, I mean, you deserve it. He gave it to me knowing that I would bring it to you if the worst happened to him. So, yeah, here it is.
Thank you. I'll never forget this. Willie's in trouble. Please help him if you can. Please. I can't speak. I'm too upset about Willie. Good night.
I hope I didn't need to keep that ring. Well, I'm gonna save anyway. It's too late. That ship has sailed. Okay, he's hidden something on board. Let's talk to Penny.
Quickly, there's not much to... Willie Haderlitz is dead. Electrocuted
What?
in a Turkish bath. I heard one of the officers talking about. This may not have been an accident. Apparently, someone wants that painting badly enough to kill for it. Do you have it?
So obviously Haderlitz stole the painting from Zeitel. Zeitel was expecting delivery and Willie cut it out of the frame and took it with him, I think. So the painting's missing from the cargo hold.
Not doing so well, are you? Someone must have taken the painting before you got there.
Haderlitz had a notebook he took from Zeitel.
A notebook? Zeitel's previous mission was aiding a band of Russian revolutionaries called Bolsheviks who want to overthrow the Tsar. The Germans would like nothing better than to see chaos in Russia. I'll bet that notebook's got names of Russian radicals.
Okay, so the notebook that we're looking for is Russian radicals so that Germany can find them and defeat them, or find them and help them so they can destabilize Russia, I guess, to prevent it from participating in the war. So we need to find that.
Such a list would be very important to the Okhrana, the Russian secret police. With it, they'd root out the Bolshevik ringleaders and eliminate a threat to the Tsar, which would certainly help the rest of us.
Well, Haderlitz was working for the Russians.
Young Haderlitz, a Tsarist spy? It's beginning to become clear.
So did Zeitel kill Haderlitz?
Quite possibly. We need more information about the murder.
So let's go investigate. That means Trask actually was prescient. He told us that was going to happen, gave us that vision somehow, and it hadn't happened when we went and investigated the bath. But good job, Mr. Trask. What do I do now?
If Haderlitz was murdered, you'll need protection. Here, this pen releases a single burst of knockout gas when... Find that notebook. It could be vitally important. Go investigate the situation at the Turkish bath. Move.
Okay, this pen is a gas pen that will knock somebody out. I'm going to save again. And actually, this is a perfect place to pause. So, we have just now received a gas pen. We know that Haderlitz has been murdered by Zeitel for stealing the painting, and then has also hidden a notebook with list of Russian revolutionists, basically people who are trying to, Bolsheviks trying to destabilize the Russians so they can overthrow the government, which would aid Germany in its quest on taking over the industrial powerhouse, becoming an industrial powerhouse in Europe. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This is really, we're getting close, I think, to starting to wrap all these various threads up. Thank you for sticking with me this long while I struggle through some of these leaps of logic and try to find out what I'm supposed to do. So I appreciate you taking your time here. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, who you think is responsible, and what you think is going on. And I'd love to hear from you. So I hope you have a great rest of your night, and cheers.